How's everybody doing today? I've had a few people ask me how I merge camp items, and basically it's doing the shelf trick, and I will do a quick, easy explanation of the shelf trick. I'll show you with this stove. People ask me how I make this item here, and it is still usable, and it definitely makes the stove look a lot nicer in a house. But I'll show you quickly with this guy. What you need to do this is somewhere in your camp that what you're messing with will sink into the ground. See how it sinks into the ground here? As soon as you have that, and how this works is essentially the item that you're placing on the ground wants to go back to the level of the ground, but the item on top of it will stay in the place it is. So if I drop this down here, you can see how far it's dropped in the ground, and I place it, the item below it will drop in. And you can kind of, if you have a nice slope here, you can kind of tailor how deep it drops to really dial in the drop. So it will not go through items, like to get it perfectly on the shelf. And then sometimes you can place a rug on the ground and place the item on top of it and it will move back up. But sometimes you'll just have to reset and do it again. So that is how you do that. To do the stove, you take one of the cooking stoves and then you place it on top of, this is the fancy bar. You want to get it straight. I like sitting it further back because this is going to go up against the wall anyways. And you place it straight. And then again, you're going to find somewhere in your camp that it will sink into the ground. And then when you place it, the item above stays in place while the item below wants to pick up. And again, this is still usable, which is, to me, anything I put in the camp. If you go too deep, you can target the item you're placing, you're sinking into it, and it will pick up. And then you start the process again. You can blueprint, but I find a lot of the times that when I blueprint, well, I can just show you what happens. So blueprinting this is not worth your time. So let's blueprint it. So I'm going to blueprint this. And we're going to grow. We're going to select that piece. So we're selecting that. Going to create a blueprint. And then we're just going to... And the problem is, if you go to blueprints, it just resets. So no reason to blueprint this, just make it the first time. But like I said, once you get the hang of it, it really opens up other objects you can make. You can merge literally anything that will stack on top of itself. It allows you to put items into shelves, and let's say you wanted to take this shelf and you want to place something else on top of it. So let's put something else into the shelf and put the current item on the next shelf up. So you could take, and then you can keep going. So you'll have to place things in order the way you want them placed. And again, if you have a really nice slope, you can really dial in the height. And it is a fun trick, and I think it's really a game changer for the way that you can create items in your camp, and it just changes the entire... It's a game changer. It's straight up a game changer, and you can really have fun with this, and you can move things all around your camp and do something that someone may have never seen before. And I think it's a really cool next level adjustment to camps. It would be neat if they would just let us put things in shelves, but I think this is a cool alternative because you can you know, create your own stuff in camp with this little trick. Anyhow, catch you guys next time. Y'all have a good one.